Right, hello everyone. I should hopefully be live now. Just gonna move this table, it's kind of in the way. All right, first of all, let's get the whole can you see and hear me thing out of the way. And can you hear me well? That's the important thing. Now, I did have a fiddle with the volume, and Saturday's live stream seemed to go fine, so hopefully this one will be too, but you just never know. You just never know. So do let me know if you can see and hear me okay and the sound is fine because I don't want to carry on if it's bad. You can see and hear me well. Yes, thank you, Clark. Okay, right, quick bunch of hellos. The name's going up too quick. Gryffindor, hello to you. Subscribe. Are you telling people to subscribe or did it do that weird thing again where it thinks you're not subscribed? This is clearly a glitch they need to fix, isn't it? Um, you're going to go back to sleep and have me on in the background. Okie dokies. Well, sweet dreams. I hope I can soothe you to sleep. Not give you, wildlife nightmares or anything. Hi, SS. How are you feeling now? Hello, Claire. You are also going to watch from bed till you fall asleep. Oh, so many people falling asleep. I'm going to invade your dreams. Hi, Philip. How you doing? Ruth's here too. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Winter. How you doing? Jill. Hello, hello. Hope you're all well and excited for Vicky's live. Me too. Hi, Sonia. Susie's here too. Hello, hello. Also watching from bed. um. I lost it. I lost it. I was on SS. What does it say? Sick and tired of being sick and tired. We'll survive. Oh, oh, what a shame. Well, I hope you feel better. And hello to Clark. Who have I missed anyone? Dexter's here. Hello, Dexter. And Sybil. Sybil's the only other one I haven't said, I believe. I had to restart my phone to get YouTube to recognize me as a subscriber. Oh my goodness. Well, that is a YouTube thing. I have no idea why it keeps doing that. Hi, Peggy. And Angela's here as well. Hello to you both. I have no idea why it's doing that. It's really weird. It's really weird. I put it on subscribers only. Um, to get people to subscribe, I guess, but also just to, you know, so it's not too like busy and I can't keep up with it. It's so daft. It's like they recognise you as members but not subscribers. It just seems weird. But yeah, I guess if you are having that problem and you can't join the chat, try restarting or refreshing the stream and hopefully it will recognise that you're a subscriber. But that is clearly a glitch that they are just taking their time fixing. I don't know what the deal is there. It's very odd. Very odd. Lol. We're on the same schedule. Just having a bit of lunch before cracking on with Snow White. Oh, that's also actually really funny. Hello, Karen. How are you? Uh, wait. We'll take a day off work unless. Won't take a day off work unless I'm dead. Oh, okay. If you're dead, you'll just take the one day. I'll leave early today, lol. Oh, well, that's dedication, SS. All right. Okay, so to explain what the situation will be today. I will be working on, of course, the Mini Me Wildlife, the 3,000 piece version of the Giant, which is here. And the boards I've decided to put out this morning are, or this afternoon, I should say, are the bottom right and the bottom middle, which is these bits here. And the reason I've gone back to the bottom is because I was starting to slow down at the top with all these sky bits, all these kind of vaguely light coloured hill pieces. I was starting to slow down. I did some shape sorting of the leftovers at the end of last week, and they're on a wee board. There's not too many, and the only pile I have left of the original sorted piles is the flowers, which I'm not ready to tackle just yet. Well, I say that I do have some bugs and birds, but they're spread out on a board, and I have actually dived into them quite a lot. So there's a few left, but I've also put a bunch in. So they're sort of kind of leftovers, I guess. They're on a board over there. What I was doing before I came on to do the live was sorting through my miscellaneous pile, which I'm calling it that because I clearly didn't sort particularly well. I sort of felt like these would all just be greens left. And for the most part they are. But I've gone through a bunch of them, maybe about half of them, and I've pulled a bunch out. So I'll show you what my sorted piles look like. It's a bit haphazard. So this pile here is pieces with other like things in them. So I've got some pieces with bird in, some pieces with like, half a butterfly or something, maybe a wee bit of elephant, things like that. So I've been pulling those out. These are I think actually. These are vine pieces. I've only got two of them, but that I don't think is even a vine. I think that's elephant. So anyway, that's really tiny because I've not been focused too much on the vines. This pile has my biggest focus. So this is a pile of what I am calling bottom half gap fillers. Now, I can't show you the third board. Let me move the box. Well, I can use the box image actually. That'll be easier. So the bottom half is very filled out. I only have some patches to fill in. And it tends to be patches where there is green. So down here, for example, there's a big patch missing where this rhino is. Underneath, there's some mossy rocks and some spiky leaves. Down here, you've got some spiky leaves. Over here, there's these sort of big glossy leaves. Then here, you've got mossy rocks again. There's mossy rocks here. There's a spiky bush here. So it's very specific textures down at the bottom, and also it's very foreground. So it's a bit kind of clearer. You can tell it's not a little background thing. So I have literally just been picking up pieces, recognizing that they'll go somewhere in the bottom and throwing them in that pile. And what I thought I'd do is start with some gap filling. And I can try and fill a bunch of these out, try and fill a bunch of these out, and then once I've got rid of as many of those as I can, I will try and fill out a bunch on the bottom left hand one, which is underneath this board. I can only fit two boards under the camera, unfortunately. So, and then I know I'm going to have some gap fillers here too, because the water sort of encroaches up onto this top left, and there's some bushes and stuff like that. Top of this gorilla's head there might have a few gap fillers. So I may have some from that board as well. But there's going to be less focus on these two. Now, I never finished going through these pieces, so what I might just do is just shuffle through them and see if I can find any more. They're quite obvious. They're quite obvious when they're sort of bottom half of the puzzle pieces. They're the little trays I've got. These are the ones that Sandra got me. They're brilliant. Has somebody else joined? No, I don't think they have. Just people saying hello. All right, that's fine. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to carry on shuffling. This pile here, by the way, are pieces. There's some pieces where I sort of recognise them, but they're not bottom half of the pile necessarily. They're like this very specific tree. It's got quite a specific texture. And it's sort of background really, but it's middle of the puzzle. It might go in this section. I'm not sure. So anyway, I've literally just separated that for that reason. These are ones that I should have picked out on the first round, but never did. Like that, for example. I think that might possibly be a rhino piece, perhaps. There's no green on it, or it's maybe water, I'm not sure, but it is not a green piece and it should not have been in the pile. It should have been sorted out, and there's quite a few of them. Found quite a few elephant pieces actually. There's a few gaps in the elephants. So that's what that is. So I'm literally just going to be moving pieces from left to right, and any I find that can go in these three piles will go in there. Any others, just go on this side. So there will still be a pile left um of miscellaneous pieces, but hopefully after the second hunt, um they will be green. There won't be any I've missed. So I do hope you don't mind a little bit of sorting this time. Some I'm putting at the top because they don't go at the bottom, but I know roughly where they do go. I'm not sure where they are, but I think they might be at the bottom. Something in that piece, just right on the tip. Same with that one, a bird's wing. And I like, this is like a phased sort because I'm not sorting every piece and I'm not meticulously trying to find a home for every single piece. So I quite like doing that because it's generally a bit quicker. Sometimes I have to stop and have a good look. Um, I think with the textures of the greens, having done the big puzzle, that's helped. Because sorting through big green piles of pieces and having to notice these little differences, um, I've got quite used to doing that. So that's standing me in good stead for this puzzle. As I say, some of these might gap fill in the top left accent as well because they may be part of a waterfall or something, but largely the water's at the bottom. So, I mean, it's fine if I can locate which board, then that's a bonus. Might as well narrow down the options so that this big pile of green isn't quite so big. So I discovered something exciting this morning. Saw a post on Instagram. I actually posted a picture in the Discord, so some of you will already know. But it seems Ravensburger are re-releasing some large piece counts, and among them are two 9,000 piece puzzles. I think one's called Tropical Impressions, and the other one is I don't know the name of it, but it's New York. It's got the big Statue of Liberty's head and a New York taxi and that kind of stuff. It's about New York, so they're re-releasing that. Um, and um, and I think this was like, as soon as I saw it, I thought, well, that's going to make some people happy. They're re-releasing the 18,000 piece Evening Walk in Paris, which I think is just awesome because I know so many people who want that puzzle, and for some enigmatic reason, it's hard to find. But it's being re-released, so I guess now there'll be more opportunity to get hold of it. It's new style boxes. And I wonder if this is the start of a series of re-releases. Like I'm excited to see what's coming. Like, will they re-release more later in the year? Will we get a new Minions? Will we get um even the Star Wars puzzle maybe? I mean, do you know what else I saw on Instagram this morning, which really surprised me? There was a giveaway competition on Instagram, and it was, I'm not sure, it was Ravensburger, Germany. Ravensburger DE. We're giving away one copy of the 40k Mickey Through the Ages puzzle and one copy of the 18k Star Wars. In a giveaway. I was like, are you serious? But it's only available in like Germany, Switzerland, and Austria, I think. so I couldn't enter the giveaway. I wouldn't. I've got the Star Wars puzzle. I would have loved to have entered for the 40k Mickey. Um, but yeah, I mean that shocked me, and that made me think maybe perhaps I don't know. What do you guys all think? What do you guys think? This is exciting stuff. I wonder what I'll find out at this thing in London. I'm actually really intrigued. I can't wait. I don't know what that is, but it looks like it's sky. So, I mean, it was quite funny people's reactions in the Discord because it was like, "Oh no, I promised I wouldn't buy any more puzzles," and then they go and re-release the 18k. I don't know when it's coming. I think Tropical Impressions is already with us. I don't know when the New York one's coming or when the Evening Walk is coming, but yeah, it was like this sort of happy distress that people were exhibiting. It was quite funny. Mm. I'm not laughing at people's distress. It's just everybody seemed to have the same reaction, which I thought was amusing. Happily, I've already got Evening Walk, but I do like the look of the New York 9K. I like the look of that, and the Tropical Impressions. I like it, but I don't like the waterfall force field. If you see what I mean. It's not quite as weird looking as the fish force field in the Underwater Paradise, but still a bit, still a bit, this is one side of the jungle and this is the other, and near the two shall meet because there's a big waterfall in the way. Mm. Oh, big pile of gap fillers here. I think I'm going to be filling out a lot of gaps today. I'm going to drink my coffee and read the chat. 12:26, 13:26. Sorry, 36. Yes, you're an hour ahead, aren't you? Ahead of us. Winter. Um, all that green expertise will be helpful for the around the world puzzle camp. Do you think? Is it? I bet there's more green than you sort of think in that puzzle, isn't there? Exciting for the Evening Walk in Paris re-release. Yes, absolutely. Paris hype. Saw that post too. Wish they would re-release the 18k Star Wars. It really would. Do you know? I'm wondering. I'm wondering if this is going to be the year of re-releases. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Maybe they do this periodically. They just re-release a bunch and then you don't see another re-release until whenever. That's wonderful. I wonder when the Evening Walk in Paris will come out. How do we find out? I don't know. I actually didn't really go thoroughly into the post. I just screenshot the picture and posted it in Discord, but I know that Tropical Impressions is already out, I think. I think you can already buy that. Not sure about the New York one. Maybe they'd re-release the 32k New York window now. Yeah, possibly. Who knows? Maybe. They heard you were doing the Star Wars puzzle, so they need to re-release it. Yes, they totally should. Then we can have puzzle alongs. My, that would be a popular puzzle along, wouldn't it? Oh, is it? I really want the 9k Minions. Yeah, Clark has a theory, don't you, Clark? Apparently they're bringing out a new Minions movie. Is that this year? So maybe there'll be a re-release alongside that, or maybe there'll be a brand new Minions puzzle. Who knows? Right, so we can all go to puzzle along. We can all puzzle along. Yes, exactly. That made me lol, Clark. Though they definitely need to. I'd buy a copy so fast it would have whiplash. Yes. 9k Tropical Impressions, or do you mean the jungle one? Wait, isn't it called Tropical Impressions? Have I got the name wrong? The 9,000 piece one. It's got it's a jungle scene, but it's got a waterfall down the middle. I think it's a jungle scene. It's got animals. It's got wild animals. And there's a waterfall down the middle. I thought that was called Tropical Impressions. Have I got that wrong? Thinking about it, they might save Star Wars until next year, as that will be the 50th anniversary. That's true. Yeah, that's true. May well do that. May well do that. They might just be doing it with a whole bunch of them, just kind of throughout the year. Who knows? But it's exciting, isn't it? It's exciting. I mean, that evening walk in Paris has become hard to find now. So I think that's great that they're doing that one. It's not totally beyond the scope of reason that they might do the same with Minions. We shall see. Oh my gosh, the 9K got re-release. I've wanted that for years. Yeah, is it Tropical Impressions? Have I got that right? Or is it the New York one that you're talking about? I feel the large piece counts have definitely become more popular. I blame Vicky. Lol. I blame me too. But I'm happy to blame me for that one. I need everybody to feel the joy of large piece counts. It has to happen. Mm. There's nothing like it. Of course, I still love my smaller puzzles though. Yes, let's blame Vicky. Yes, bring it on. Mm. You should have that on my mug. I blame Vicky for large piece counts. No, that's the 18K with 4 green windows. Oh, that's Tropical Impressions. I have that. I've wanted the jungle one for years. Oh my gosh, I get so mixed up with the names, right? Okay. So the sunset one's Paradise Sunset. The 18K with the windows Tropical Impressions. So what's the one with the waterfall called? Wild Jungle or something? Or Jungle Animals or something? My bad. I'm getting things confused here. But it's definitely the 9K that's getting re-released and it's got the waterfall down the middle. Morning, Val. Been catching up on all the videos. The Ravensburger re-release is so exciting. The 18K looks so good. I would put that up on my wall. Yeah, yeah. The Paris one's really, really nice. I have that one, thankfully. I do have it. I don't have the box because the box was battered, but I have. Oh, I do have the box actually. I do. I'm looking at it now. I do still have the battered box, but all 4 bags are sealed. Just jumping in the shower, then I'll be back. Okie dokies. We'll see you shortly. Bergdis. Hashtag always blame Vicky. Well, hashtag I could be proud of. Jungle animals, right. My apologies. Okay, so I will reiterate. The 9K New York one, whose official name I do not know. The 9K Jungle Animals one, and the 18K Evening Walk in Paris are all getting re-releases. Meh. Now we know. Now we know where we are. Well, that made my day. Now I just need my wallet to recover so I can get it. Yeah, see, that's the exact reaction that I was getting in the Discord. Like, oh no, I really want those. I said no purchases. It was so funny. Oh dear. Mm. Mm. I can't wait to see what I'm going to find out next week in London. Oh, it's gonna be brill. It's gonna be brill. Right, still just flipping and sorting, flipping and sorting. It's not taking long though. There's quite a lot of pieces there. No idea how long it's going to take me to gap fill. I'm hoping if I can spread it out on this piece of foam board, spread them out. I'm hoping I'll be able to sort of see what's what. That looks like it might be part of these trees. I don't even know if that goes there. I'll put it up there with that. I think that might go at the bottom. You may have mis-sorted a few, which is fine, but hang on. Is that there? No. Darn it. That goes at the bottom, definitely. That looks like an elephant, or possibly a hippo or something. That's water. It's got a butterfly on it. I think that goes at the bottom. So Donna Louise and I decided to work on the 3,000 piece dragon library. When she comes. Look at there. No. And I can't wait. I really can't. I feel like I need a dragon month. Maybe it could be April. Because what it'd be cool if I could do, like, on my Thursday lives, a dragon puzzle. And I've got several 1,000 piece ones, so I could put it to the vote. And then I could do the big dragon puzzle with Donna Louise. And possibly one more. I don't know. I've got UK nationals during the month of April, so it's going to be a busy month. But I definitely feel like the time is right for a dragon themed month. Maybe I should start doing a few themed months. Australia seems to be a growing collection in my Australian brands. I could definitely do an Australia themed month. And not surprisingly, the Australians seem to like that idea. It's going to be kind of. I think there's going to be a lot of shifting around at the boards as I get deeper into this puzzle. Like, I'm past halfway with it, definitely. Like, it's really coming along. Um, but if there's a lot of gap filling, there's going to be quite a lot of jiggling around with the boards. That's an elephant. I'm finding a lot of elephant pieces here. There's so many bottom of the puzzle pieces. I didn't know there were that many gaps. The 9K is called New York Impressions. Well, so Impressions was in there somewhere then. But yeah, Vicky, you may have already said, but when is the trip to London? It's next week. It's next week. So I leave on the if all goes to plan, I should leave on the Wednesday and come back on the hang on. Leave on the Wednesday, there on the Thursday, there on the Friday, come back on the Saturday. I'm sort of turning it into um a trip for my kids too, because I thought I would stay an extra day and we can go wander around London. They've never been. They've never been to London. I blame Vicky for my into the bedroom puzzle. It was my first puzzle I added to my wish list when I first ran into her video last year. It's been an experience, but seeing it come together is lovely. It's gorgeous, isn't it, that puzzle? I love it. I love it. Dragon Library, how does it look? It looks like this. I have it up here. It's kind of jammed in. There we go. This is Dragon Library. It's I believe the artist is Jan Patrick Krasny and or Jan, is it Jan or Jan? I always pronounce it Jan. Um, but yes, it's beautiful. Blue dragon, lots of blue, lots of gold. Very, very pretty puzzle. Ravensburger. So there we have it. Excited for Dragon Library when Donna Louise comes. I know, me too. So excited for Vicky X Donna Louise live stream collab. I know. That's gonna be great. Can't wait. Good morning, Steve. Just popping in for a few minutes. Should be asleep. Hi, Sandra. How you doing? You must have heard me mention your name. When is she coming? I missed that info. Okay, so Donna Louise is coming over to the UK Nationals. She's basically doing a big traveling globe circumnavigation thing where she's kind of hopping from thing to thing. I believe she might be coming over here from Canada. So she's going to be in the States and then she's going up to Canada and then she's coming here for the UK Nationals. So that's in sort of mid-April. But then after Nationals is done, we're going to go back up to Scotland, here where I live, and she's going to spend a week up here with me, and we're going to do some puzzling together. So yeah, end of April. Can't wait to see Vicky and Donna Louise live. It's going to be amazing. Thank you. I hope so. I'm glad everybody's excited about it. Donna Louise with Jeanette was amazing. It's going to be so lovely. Yeah, we all do. We do all get on really well. And Donna Louise and Jeanette are really close. Um, but it's going to be so much fun. Karen, I want to see the Magnolia Life is a Puzzle. Isn't that the one with the dragon doing a puzzle? Oh yeah, okay. So I got the name of that wrong. I maybe need to pin a comment in that. Apparently all Magnolia puzzles say life is a puzzle on the front. And I thought it was like called that because it was right there, but also the dragon's doing a puzzle. Apparently it's called the Dissectologist, that puzzle. But yes, I know. So that could be one. So I mean, it could, for example, I'm just going off the top of my head here, because I'm sure I've got more, but it could be a vote between the Masterpieces Dragon Puzzle that I've got, the Magnolia, and the Schmidt Dragon Race into the Night one. Could be that. Um, but I don't know. What do you think? Dragon theme. Blame Vicky for all the puzzles I own over 2K. Totally caught the large puzzle bug. Thank you, Dexter. I'm glad. I'm contagious. Oh dear. I think a lot of us caught the big puzzle because of Vicky. Haha. Oh wow. The kids have never been to London. What an exciting trip for them. Yeah, I know. I know. They should go. I've been. I've not been that many times. I've been 2 or 3 times maybe, but it's been years. Um, and there's so much to see. Like we've only got one day, so we're gonna have to sort of be specific with what we want to do. Um, there's only one thing I specifically want to see, and that is the Lego store in Leicester Square. I want to go there. Uh, it's quite big, I think. It looks awesome. Dragon Library looks so beautiful. Adding to my wish list. Yes. I had to wait a few days for that one. It came in from Germany, I think. What do you have planned for London? I'm super interested in hearing what you picked to do there. Will you see musical? So I don't know. We'll be staying quite near to the Royal Albert Hall. So there might be something going on there. I don't know. I've not looked. But I thought about maybe showing the kids the London Eye. Madame Tussauds, maybe. Freya wants to go shopping, so we'll maybe walk up Oxford Street. I'd like to go to Harrods. Not sure where that is exactly, but I'd like to go to Harrods. I'd like to go to the Lego store. What else? What else did we say? Um, oh, I can't remember. But there's so Tower Bridge is a fun place to go. I went to the Science Museum once years ago. That was fun. So we just have to decide on a few things. But the London Eye, maybe, and the I've never actually been on the London Eye. I have been to Madame Tussauds. The kids have never been, and I thought they might enjoy that. Never even thought about anything bigger than 1,500. I was really missing out. Really? Wow, you really were. But you're not now. Your Dragon Library is much brighter than the Ravensburger puzzle. My Dragon Library. But it is a Ravensburger though. Do you mean the box image is brighter than the puzzle? The 3K, that is a Ravensburger puzzle. Many moons ago, I bought a 2K map puzzle. In the box was the catalogue that had the New York impressions and put it on my list. Ah, right. Yeah, I quite fancy that. I'm actually thinking about going to New York. Like soon. Might visit in March. Don't know for certain yet. But I'm thinking about it. Now that would be fun. We could have a year where we just go visit major cities, me and the kids. Um, Used to do up to 3K once in a while, but now I've got 18K puzzles and my wish list is basically just large counts now. This is making me feel so happy. Feel like I'm doing my job well. Been to London 4 times. Nice place. Yeah, it's definitely it's a fun place to visit. If you want to see a musical, especially if you like the movie Back to the Future the musical, seen it multiple times, highly recommend. Is it on at the moment? Is it playing at the moment? I hiked to the top of a cathedral in London. I'm thinking St. Paul's. Great view of London from the top. Yeah, St. Paul's is like the cathedral. Um, yeah, yeah, that'd be good actually. I mean, there is just so much to see. There's so much to see there. It was cool standing on Tower Bridge. They actually, or they used to, I mean, this was years ago. They used to have a little bit of the bridge that was see-through, so you'd be standing on it and you could see right down. That was the same actually in the Space Needle. It was quite hair-raising experience. I think that's an elephant. You know, the weird thing about the elephants in this puzzle is that they're quite green in colour. They're sort of like a greenish brown. Um, and the overall effect is just a normal looking elephant, but you don't expect to be picking out green pieces for an elephant. You know what I mean? So sometimes they get missed. I think I might have some of the chimp pieces in here as well, or apes. You know, the apes at the top, because I've got a few of those missing. Um, that's water. Finding a few pieces with water in. This is definitely lowering the pile, so that's good. That was my intention. But I'm just wondering, like, as I go through this puzzle, I'm wondering if I might end up having to kind of roughly sort by boards, you know? Like, have pieces separated for each board, so I'm not juggling quite so much. So I'm not going, right, that piece goes in that board, juggle, that piece goes in that board, juggle. You know, try and just get as many in one board as I can and move to another board. I feel like that might be the way forward there. I'm finding more of these little background trees. Butterfly, vine. I've not picked out many vines. I'm really sort of not focused on them as much. There we go. Do you go there? You do! Yay! Okay, well that little tree's coming together. I think that might go in this middle board, actually. About here. Next to where this zebra is. Right, I'm almost through these pieces. I'm going to have a last kind of rummage before I start talking again. And I mean, I'll talk while I rummage, obviously, but before I look up at the chat, and I shall then get to building. Where that goes. There you go at the bottom. A lot of gaps to fill at the bottom. That's elephants. I might have to dive as well into the leftovers and possibly the birds and bugs. There might be some pieces in there that will gap fill at the bottom. I think I've already pulled a few out of the birds and bugs, but I haven't really looked at the leftovers yet. That's a snake. So that does not belong at the bottom, but I know where it goes. I think it's in the top middle board. There's a green snake. The pile of things with something in it, that's relatively big too. It might be one I dive in and out of fairly frequently. Hmm. Don't know about that one. Mm. So jealous of Donna Louise getting to go to the UK Nationals, the US Nationals. I really wanted to go, but I didn't see the point going if I couldn't compete, so I didn't bother. But they were sold out. Perhaps I can make it my goal next year to go. Perhaps they'll invite me. Who knows? That looks like a zebra. Wait a minute. Not one of the ones in here, though. Mm, Right, it's just starting to hurt my arm, so I need to hurry this up. Ugh, that's the waterfall at the top. It's also the waterfall. I did say there'd be some of the top left board mixed in with this lot. One. That one. That one. It's got a bit in it. Branch. That goes at the bottom, I think. So that goes at the bottom. They look like they go at the bottom. That does. Gosh, there's a lot. And don't think that does. That's got something in it. I just saw another one that had something in it, but then I dropped it. That has. That's a bottom one, I believe. Oh, no, I think that goes with these trees. I've got a little pile with those trees as well. That's it. Well, that's brought them down a bit. So, I'm going to stick those down there. And actually what I'm going to do, I'm not going to deal with those just yet. So I'll put those over there. What I'm going to do first is grab these because I think a lot of these are elephant. And they're just more obvious and I think they'll go in relatively quickly. So I'm grabbing these first. That's a snake. That's a sky piece. Okay. That's a sky piece. That's a sky piece. Right, that's waterfall. So maybe I can separate. That's a sky piece. I can separate waterfall perhaps. If I find any. Yeah, they go. Hmm. I know where they go, but I don't know if they're in the top left board or not. That's a sky piece. Right. So, elephant. Let's see what we can see. That one? It's quite a big gap here. I'm hoping this fills a lot in. Here we are. I love gap filling, don't you? Right. I think that's, yeah, there. Part of the elephant. Same again. This bit here, it's very dark green. That's why it's missing. Because I've just obviously not realised that I'm dealing with elephant pieces. Now then. Well, this is definitely elephant. There we go. You can tell from the trunk. There's that one. So, well, that filled that out pretty quickly. That should be obvious. Where's that bit? That might be in my bottom half of the puzzle pile. Some of the elephant pieces may well have ended up in there. No, wait. I'm not sure about that one. That goes up at the top. And I think, wait. Oh, where do you go? Ah, there. That was a hippo piece, I should say. Right, so I'm gonna quickly grab my leftovers, um, and just see if I can gap fill from those. Um, so a lot of these are clearly bottom of the puzzle pieces, but I'm specifically looking for elephant here. That, where's that? Should be obvious. Not seeing it though. But that's okay. Wait, I bet I can fit that in somewhere. It's got to go down here somewhere. Very obviously a water piece. Oh, so it goes in here. Can't see it. Ah, that's annoying. Right, well, never mind. Never mind. Okay. No, I can't see any elephant pieces in there at the moment. So I will grab. Now then, some of these may well go down here with this rhino. This rhino wasn't particularly filled out. Um, there's one. So that's definitely a rhino because it has a dragonfly in it, and there is a dragonfly flying in front of this big rhino. I still have an edge piece missing here, and I did not see it in that shuffle, which is worrying. It could be in with the flowers, I guess, but I find that worrying that I don't have that edge piece. Yeah, so I'm filling in some rhino pieces here. This is good. And there's a little baby rhino at the bottom as well. Um, Let me just see if I've got any. Oh, that's the baby, I think. It looks like the baby. Uh, 1 second. That also looks like it might belong to the baby. Hang on. Yeah, because it's got a bright bit at the top, so it's not all kind of dark grey. Well, into bet that goes down here somewhere. There we go. Ah, okay, so that isn't. What is that then? Oh, I know what that is. That's a monkey. That probably attaches to the left-hand edge. Pop that up there. Huh, I found a wee bit more of it there. Okay, I remember the monkey catching me out last time. There it is. Oh, oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Uh, little monkey. There. Okay, so there is more rhino gone in, but still, I feel like I should have more. Um, I think that goes down here somewhere. I might have something in the birds and bugs because there is a dragonfly there. Yeah, I've spotted one. There's one. In with the birds and bugs. That I don't think I can attach quite yet. Blue butterfly there. I don't know where that goes. Does it go there? Hmm. There's a pink butterfly down here. There it is. So this is kind of what I hoped to do with the bugs and birds because Just a lot of them all over. When I sort of come across one in the puzzle, I can be like, right, there's a butterfly there, or there's a bug there, or whatever, and I can come over here and just look for the right piece. There's another piece of that monkey. That monkey was destined to come together today. It wasn't planned. It was just destined. Um, right, that's fine. I think that's. I don't think I've got any more rhino pieces in there. That looks. I think that might be a rock or something. Put that there. Okay, so that's that. Mm. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm thinking I might need a bigger foam board for this. Pardon me. Mm. They're gonna go with the waterfall bits. And I'm gonna grab any waterfall bits I can find on here. I did just spot one. There's one. Um, and I think I'm gonna grab bottom of the puzzle bits too. That I think that's a bottom of the puzzle bit. So is that. Now, oh, now then, hang on. These might be rhino. Well, that looks like it might be. No, no, no. Touch them. Can't tell if that's water. I think it is. That's water. Mm, that's bottom of the puzzle. Uh, that's bottom of the puzzle. Wait a minute. I just spotted that panther's legs. Oh, that's bottom of the puzzle, and so is that. Hmm, there's something. I don't know what this is. Right, sorry, I'm just concentrating a minute just to try and figure out what's what here. Um, there's a bit with the panther's legs that I just spotted, and I've lost it. I can't see it now. But I wasn't sure if it went here or if it went in the top half. I think it goes here. Have I got it in my hand? No, I don't have it in my hand. Where's the legs? Where are you, panther legs? Ah, oh, okay. Can't see them. Very annoying. Oh, it's there. There we go. Right. No, I think it goes on the one above. Darn it. Right, okay, never mind. I'll put it back. For all that. That goes at the bottom of the puzzle. That goes at the bottom of the puzzle. I think that does too. And I think that does too. So, that's my leftovers gone through. I've got something here. I don't know if it's chimps or if it's that big buffalo thing on the left or if it's rhino, but it's obviously one of the animals. I just can't see which one. Right, that goes there. Wait. Oh, it's that buffalo thing. That's its face. That's its face. Does that go with the rhino? Not sure. Right. Ah, right. I'm leaving those there, and I'm gonna get a bigger board for these. I think I need an A2 board rather than an A3. So give me a second. If I've got one, I have got one. Oh dear, I'm kicking boxes and all sorts. Right, here we go. Got my board. Oh, where are the pieces on? I'm gonna spread them out and I'm gonna gap fill. Okay. My sound is cutting off all the time. Am I the only one? Not sure whether it's my end or not. My sound is perfect today. Fine here. I'm fine here, Winter. I'm in Pennsylvania. Something here then, it keeps flipping off the end of Vicky's sentences. Oh, that's weird. We'll try to restart. Yeah, well, I'm not seeing any loss of sound on my screen because I can see the sound um, wave pattern thingy. I don't know what you call it, but it's still going. You might try streaming at a lower resolution. We'll try if this doesn't work. It's not streaming on a very high resolution though. What a cute little monkey. I know. I have to take the dog on her morning walk. We'll watch the rest later. Have a great day, everyone. Oh, see you later as I enjoy your walk. Hope your doggy enjoys it too. Thomas. Oh, Thomas is here. Hello, Thomas. Did your serious light come? Congrats on your serious light. Very jealous. Ooh. So, are you liking it then, Thomas? Let me know what you think. Seems to have worked to restart. Oh, good. Just think that YouTube seems to have a lot of books going on at the minute. A lot of people having to restart because of buffering or um sound issues or not recognizing them as subscribers and stuff. FW Puzzles, hello! Woo, I finally caught a live stream. Oh, I'm glad you did. Arrived at the perfect time. Days and days of faint gradients lie ahead. Oh gosh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Well, you'll need to tell me what it's like because you've got the upgraded version. I don't have that. I'm kind of jealous too. I think it's very similar. Um, but yeah, better get busy on Magical Bookcase or you'll be done before I finish my first section. Okay, I'm going in. I've got my US Nationals team shirt on, a little caffeine, the sun is out. Last of the dark pieces will be finished. Yay! That's great, Peggy. I'm predicting several more weeks at least. That is not an easy puzzle that you are tackling. You're doing amazing on it. Concerned that the serious light will speed up your puzzling, lol. Hi, Jill, you're back. Welcome back. Congrats, Thomas. You're going to love it. Can't imagine not having it now. That's how I feel about mine too, Winter. I'm so glad you're liking yours. I just bought a 15 quid IKEA desk lamp. That's fine too. But yeah, no, I'm the same with mine. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right, if I missed a lot there, I do apologise. If there's anything I need to know, let me know. I'm just going to flip all these. So a lot of these were picked out because I recognise the texture of the leaves or of the particular green thing, like a bush or whatever. So I could always, when I was doing the big version, I could always pull out the spiky leaves, and big leathery leaves. They were sort of generally quite obvious, and also mossy greens, like mossy rocks, where you've got that kind of smooth texture. That was obvious. There are some greens in here that are the water in this bit. There are, I think there's some greens around about on the left side, around about the gorilla. A lot of mossy rocks. Some of these I recognize as being from the left board, like that. There's like a little bit of blue in that piece, and it's down in the bottom left under the lions. So maybe if I put to one side the ones I know are going to be up there, like that. These pieces. There's a plant with big wide leaves on the left side. I think that's the gorilla. That's a big wide leaf one. Some pieces with rocks on, some pieces even with, there's that missing elephant piece I was talking about. There we go. Some pieces have rocks on, some pieces have, the waterfall. I think that's going to go up on the top left. Mm, now then, let's see. That goes there. Brilliant. There's quite a bit of rockiness down here, so that's relatively easy to spot. That's waterfall, I think. That goes on the bottom left board. Ah, what is that? It's a funny colour. Oh, not sure about that one. Uh, right. Pretty sure that's bottom left. The biggest mossy rock section is under those lions, so likely to be several of the mossy pieces in there. Now then, this has a little bit of rock on it. Don't think it goes there. I don't think it goes there, so it might be bottom left. What about that? There we go. So getting a few in there. Ooh, that's like lily pad. There. Yay, that fills in that piece. That's a bottom left board. That I think is waterfall. Right. These are the greenish water pieces here. I'm just gathering up in my hand. I'm just really just kind of micro sorting here. That goes on the bottom left. I believe they do too, and that one does. Whatever I can narrow down, because I recognize roughly where they go, that's what I'll do. Oh, ah, elephant. Yes. Wait, does that go there? Oh no, I don't think it does. Well, it must be on the bottom left. Looks like a bit of a deer in there. That's some of the water. That's waterfall. Oh, I know where that goes. There. That is rhino. There. That's good. Bottom left. Bottom left. Bottom left. Is that rhino? Yes, it is. All right, I'm glad this is starting to fill out. It's quite dark down here, so it's hard to pick out the pieces. That looks like it goes somewhere down here. No, it might be bottom left then. Mhm. That's bottom left. That's water. That's bottom left. Water, I think. This puzzle's tough. I wish it had more shape variety, I have to say. Um, I didn't find that bothered me on the big one, but it does a bit on this. That's that one. Another one of the deer. That's water. That's water. So these in my hand, I believe, are going to go somewhere on this board. No, might be bottom left. So let's just see what I can find, I guess. Um, that has something in it, like a bird or something. There's lily pads, so it's definitely water. It's just not that easy to pinpoint where they go. And there's not really anywhere else with this kind of water in the puzzle. That's a bit of the elephant. There. Oh, there we go. It's back of that deer's legs. Right, okay, good, 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 good. That's hard to tell if it's water or not. There's no lily pads in it. It might be some of this generic kind of green there. Yeah, it goes there. It's kind of bush, vague sort of bush pieces. That one, that goes in there. That looks like the reflection of a giraffe's leg or something. Oh, there. Right. Again, I'm not sure about that one. That might just be the vague bushy bit that I was talking about. That's got a lily pad in. Ah, There it goes. That one. There that goes. That's got a lily pad in too, so where do you go? I think that's a lily pad anyway. There. Oh, I've got a piece in wrong. Oh, no wonder. That goes, um, wait, there. And this, the one I was trying to find earlier, goes there. I thought it looked like a centerline piece. Gosh, right. Um, that one's got a splashy bit in. There. Phew. Okay. This is good. This is good. Hang on, I'm predicting several more weeks at least. Oh, right, no, I read that. Seriously, I'm back. Going to love it. I use it for both puzzling and reading. Yeah, I use mine for reading too, and I use it for doing Lego. Lamp is amazing. We'll use it all day and give a review in Discord. Eee, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what you think. I use soft boxes, good for filming and puzzling as well. Oh yeah, well that's what I have in here. Soft boxes. Soft boxes are like they're like what people use for photography and stuff like that. So they're like on a stand, like a tripod type thing, and they have a big bulb and they're inside like a box, but it's like a fabric box and it has like reflective material inside, and then you put a filter over the top and it disperses the light. I don't know if you'll have seen them before in like photography studios. They're sort of quite big and bulky, so they don't leave my puzzle room usually. Um, Big boxes to make photo and video lights soft. Yeah, like a spotlight behind a bed sheet. Yeah, kind of. Yes. Is this harder than the big one? Um, I don't. Well, no, I'd say not. But I don't think the big one has necessarily made this one super easy. Um, I don't know why I'm noticing the lack of piece shape in this one more than I did in the big one. And I think it's just the fact that the animals are so upscaled, and I would have a big pile of pieces for that animal, and but sometimes maybe these pieces. Oh, my echo's talking to me. Sometimes these pieces, like this hippo here that's half submerged, might end up just in the water pieces or something like that. Whereas in the big one, they would just very obviously be hippo pieces. It's kind of I don't know. Sorting wise, I feel like it's just been a different approach. I've had to use a different approach. That's the best way I can describe it. But it's coming along. It's coming along. I got a lot of the water filled in here, so that's good. So now what to tackle next in this section? Um, I mean, maybe let's just see if I can find pieces. So like that, for example. There we go. That one. That should jump out. I think that's the waterfall. Uh, this is kind of a submerged rock, so it's this dark colour. And it looks like there's a butterfly there too. A blue one. So I may find that, because I did go through my birds and bugs. Might be on there actually. I might have thought it was a. Yeah, it is. I obviously thought that was a rhino or something. There. And that piece I'm fairly certain I've got somewhere in here. There. May well have that one as well. I don't have these shapes sorted, so. But then again, there are not that many different shapes. Come on, where are you? I'm fairly certain I've got you in here. There. Right, now then, these. Aha! See, I thought that was down there. It's not. It's there. There's some rocks. So, I did chuck a couple of rock pieces up here, although I don't think I put many in there. I think that's a pretty um, well sorted pile. Where is this? Is it this one? Yep. So it's bright. It's got bright up here at the top. And there is another blue butterfly up there. Oh, there's a water piece. And I think that might be one too, and possibly that one. So I've missed a couple of the water pieces. Hang on. Ooh. Um, see what I can find. There. That's got a lily pad in it, so it's going to be somewhere around here. It might go nearer to the top because it looks as though there's some tree as well. And that one might just be generic background. That one's a bit tougher to spot. So let's put those up there. Now then, this tree next to this zebra's head, I think I've got some of these pieces up here. Up in the sky, so I'll move those. I don't know if I can fit them in. Hang on. Nope. Does that go there? No, it doesn't. This is tough. Puppies. Ah, there's one. Yay. I think that might go there. That goes there. And it attaches there. Yes, my instinct about the trees was correct. Woohoo! So then what's next to that tree? There's a little background rhino just to the left of this tree. I'm not sure where that is though. The background rhino, I mean, where the pieces. And that piece I'm not certain either. What about this? It's very bright. I can't tell if that's yeah, it's flowers. That goes down there. We've got another one there. And there's a rock there. Does that go there? It does. That's good. Right, and down here, along here, there's a pointy plant. So perhaps I can find some of the pointy plant. There's one. Oh, now then, hang on. Oh, looks like it should go there, but it doesn't. That's a centre line piece, but I'm not convinced it goes here. I think it might go that side. So it's going to be bottom left. Uh, very bright mossy colours here. I might be able to put a few together on the board. No. Uh, right. Oh, where did it go though? Oh, wait. Ah, right. So these go here. There. I think that goes there. That's got butterfly. I just can't see where it. There's something blue on the tip of that one. I think it's butterfly wing, but I can't be sure. The really bright mossy rocks are up here, so I think that goes up there somewhere. Um, I think that's bottom left. I might have to move to the bottom left board because I seem to be finding loads of the bottom left board, but not many of the not many of this middle one. That's a water one, and I think that might be a water one. So let's go over here. Um, I think I've got some giraffe legs or something here. I even have a tiny piece of giraffe. There. And that one, it looks as though it has a bit of elephant or something on it, but I can't see where it goes. Oh, it's that. No, it's not that. Ah, right. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where it goes. Okay. Rock with a butterfly. Yes, that goes there. We've got a top of a waterfall here. Bit of rock. There it is. That's bottom left. That goes. Does that go down here? No, it doesn't. Does it go there? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's throwing me that one. Um, That goes down there. I think that goes down there. I think that one does too. That one. That's kind of a splashy bit of water. There. Yes. Okay, that goes in there. Giraffes. Rock. Yes. I'm getting there. I am. I will defeat this gap filling. I think that goes up there. Oh, now then. Yes. So that goes there. And I think this might go down here somewhere too. Pretty certain. There. So there's a pointy plant down here as well. Slightly thicker leaves than the pointy plant down here in the middle. Um, so it's coming. I mean, it's not coming particularly fast, but it is coming. These are definitely being gap filled. That goes there. Drink. Did I do it again? Hello, Sam. You're here. How you doing? It's just Vicky helping keep us hydrated. Oh, I'm glad to help. I'm glad to help. To be clear, I love when Vicky says this. It makes me happy. Well, good. If I say it a lot, then that's good. And hydrated. I'm so glad you're here, Sam. How are you feeling? I think Vicky needs to promote you to moderator here too. Well, it's up to you. Be a moderator on my channel if you want, Sam. I think Ocean was happy to you know, relinquish the title. So you can replace Ocean if you like. You agreed, Bergdus. Why? Have you been misbehaving? A good question. You see, what people don't know is that Lex Luthor is the real hero and Superman is the villain. And what's Batcat? Well, puzzle's looking marvellous. Thank you so much. We got. Oh, Sandra, hello. You are. Oh, I can't. I don't understand that. But I assume it means you're from Brazil? Moderator for this. Where do I apply? You're just desperate to be a moderator on the channel, right? Things could get quite chaotic. Mm, mm. Just guzzling my water down for a second. Uh, Lex Luthor will never be allowed to be moderator. Lol. Batcat's the hero we want to take home. Okay. So Batcat can be a moderator then. Mm. Mm. That's a shame that YouTube doesn't translate that. Does somebody speak? What is it? Spanish? Let me know. All right. So yeah, I'm kind of back and forth here, just over here, then over there, then over here, then over there. So it's a little bit bitty, today's build, but I am glad to be filling in gaps. Now, I just know as soon as I change boards, I'm going to end up finding a bunch from this side. So I'm reluctant to change quite yet. Right, that doesn't go there, but that does. So I've found a home for that, and there's that butterfly. So have I got the butterfly in here, or I think it must be in my birds and books pile. It is. I can see it. Yes. Here it is. I've already put some of it together. There we go. So then, that goes there. Well, it doesn't go in there. That goes there. Right. So, um, I think that belongs with this lot. I'm just having a quick look to see if I've missed any in here. I think that's too high up. Um, hmm. No, I'm not seeing any just at the minute. I think again, this I just need to keep going back and forth to this. This one, where's that butterfly? There's a spiky bush behind it, but right, it's purple. It's not there. It isn't there. So there must be a spiky bush further up. Oh, it's there. Top left. Right, I'm going to put that with the monkey. Butterfly can keep the monkey company because it's actually not that far from the monkey. But there is a bit of spiky greenery there as well. So okay, that's good. At least it's found a home. I'll pop that back. Now then, this one that goes in there. Right, so I'm just starting to recognize some pieces from up here. That looks like a hoof. I think that might go in the top left. Look around here somewhere. So I think that belongs there. This one might go around here. Looks like waterfall or something. Not sure. What about here? It's kind of dark here. Wait a minute. Does that belong with this? This looks very. I want to put that with that. I think that might be part of that buffalo thing. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is. There, that goes there. Um, that one. That's a tough one. I can't figure out if that's from a rock or an animal. I don't think it's the rhino, and I don't think it's hippos. It doesn't look like any of the rocks down here, though. So that one's thrown me off a bit. There, the deer has an ear. That rhymes. Right. That. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. That's a centerpiece there. Can I see any more that go down here? This one? Right. That could well go around here somewhere. No. Hmm. Well, that goes there. Yay. Okay, that's good. But maybe if I could find that. There's some orange flower in that piece. Oh, there's a bright mossy bit. Come on, dig around here. No, you go there. Have I got that bit? Ha, it goes there. That bit. I'm looking for that bit. Where is it? That's not it. I think that goes up here somewhere, though. Possibly down here. Can't see it. Uh, okay. No, that's not that. Right. What about? I still don't have that. If I've got it anywhere, it should be in this pile. It's quite obvious. There's rock behind it as well. Oh, there. Aha, wait a minute. Seen that one. Where is it? I've seen it. Wait, it's up here. Yes. I was in the wrong pile. Okay. Where are you? There's one I'm pointing at. Um, gonna be in here somewhere. Can't see it though. Right, what about that? That looks like a rocky piece. Nope. All right. But you know what? I'm gonna move to the other board. Um, and just see what I can find in there. Because if I can narrow down pieces, that goes in there. It's gonna make it easier to then come back to this side and oh, that goes in there too. Um, and try and get some more in here. So I'm gonna move boards. I think it's here. Oh no, that's the top left. Wait a minute, then it'll be this side. Here we go. That's bottom left. So they're in a bit of a different order now. Can we see that? Hopefully you can. And actually, I've got this animal here, which I have managed to put together some of its face. I can fill some of that in there. Um, so lots of mossy areas down here. There's some spiky areas here. This bit shouldn't be too tough to fill in. They're quite obvious leaves, they're quite different. So that bit, look there, is there. That's that little blue area I was talking about, where the pieces are quite obvious. So let's turn this board around so the pieces are nearer to me. That would make more sense, wouldn't it, Victoria? Um, okay. So like here we've got some of this deer. I think it's the deer. Oh, wait a minute. That's the lion. There, I thought it was rock. It's not. It's lion. Okay, I don't know where that goes. Um, that's there. That one is that dividing piece there. And now I can get that in there. Um, lion. Right, there is a frog, a couple of frogs down here, and you can just see some of it in the pieces. This is that water area. Oh, wait, where do you go? There. Another one there. So these are going in much quicker. That, I thought that was, oh, that's water. I actually thought that was a bit of the gorilla, but it's not, it's just water. Does that go? I'm not sure what that is. Um, zebra legs. Look at there. Looks like it. Oh, this is coming together nicely. I'm enjoying this. It's good day from Brazil. Oh, good day to you from Brazil. From Brazil? Good day to you from Scotland. We're in Brazil. Thank you so much. Bom dia Portuguese. Buenos dias Spanish. Ah, okay, so it's okay. Got you. Can't believe you're having to use the box lid, Vicky. You should know the image off by heart now. I know. Right, it's terrible, isn't it? I'm losing the touch. Which is better, a spiky bush or a mighty bush? I don't know. In Vicky's defense, Section 1 was 3 years ago. True, this is true. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's 3 years. 3 years. Right. So there's a lot more there's a lot more in this section than I have put to one side. So but that's okay. I'm just gonna keep at it. What one's in there? It's got a little bit of purple flowers on, white and purple colours. What is there? Uh, there we are. Where are you? Oh, you've got to go down here. You've got moss and leaf. So you have to go down here. If you don't, I shall be frustrated. um, wait, does that go that way? Or that way? No, it doesn't. It's there. That is a bit of the top of the lion's head. I've got something bright in this. It's like a purple. Possible that it is something on this board. It is. So there's a similar plant here to this, and a couple of them have got missorted. That bit should be fairly obvious because there's a bit of rock in the corner. There it is. And that bit I'm not certain if I've set aside. It's quite a dark piece. But that one, I might just not have this one pulled out. Okay, well, not to worry. I didn't necessarily think I would pull out every single gap piece. Mm, there. Okay. This one. Oh, that's the back of the deer. I could see something in the piece. Just wasn't sure what it was. This is coming. This is coming. Oh, what was you? Are you in here? No. Urgh. But that goes in there. Right, I've got to have you somewhere in here. It's a wavy. Where are you, wavy? Do I have you? I don't know. Hmm. Okay, hang on. Oh, I thought that went in there. All right, well, most of these pieces have gone in, so I'm a little stumped now. Most of this bush is done too. So these big leaves, I'm not certain where they go. Ah, well, that one goes in there. This one has quite a lot of rock, but I don't know if I've pulled it out. Is that it? Hmm, that one? Yes. We've almost filled out this little line. Where's that? know where you go. There. Hmm. Right. Okay, let's move areas a bit. I'm gonna just pop these in if I can find them. Dragonfly there, so that helps. A little bit of the gorilla show in there. That's a bit of a mishmash of different textured leaves. So there. Come on, I can find these. Surely I can find these. That's a wavy. That's got some blue in the background, but not loads of it. What goes at the bottom? Can I find you? Is it that one? Huh. No, it isn't. You belong there. No, you don't. All right, no idea about that one then. I've probably got them in here somewhere. I just can't see them at the moment. Um, that I've got. I thought that went in the top left, but it's a bit lower down. So that's the horns of this animal here. Um, obvious because they're really white. I feel like I've seen that piece. Now then, we've got a wavy there, so I'm looking for a couple of wavies. Let's start with that one. There it is. And that one. Are you in here? Maybe I could just separate the wavies out. Oh, oh no. I felt sure that went there. Okay, maybe not. Uh, Hmm. Pretty sure I've seen where that goes, but I can't think where it went now. Um, right, so I was separating wavies. Right, let's just focus, Vic. Focus on one thing at a time. There's a wavy. There it is. Oh my goodness, it's 2:30. Where's the time go? Is the Scottish native language Gaelic or is that Irish? That's a question for Sam. I actually don't know. I think it's Scottish. Is it not both? Or is there like different variants of it, like an Irish Gaelic and a Scottish Gaelic? I don't even know if I'm saying that word right. I've heard it said different ways. Looking good. Thank you, Cara. And hello. Both but different. Yes. I thought there were variants of it. Hello everyone lurking from work. Hi Claudia. How you doing? Oh, I learned something new today. Certainly did. Mm. Right. Okay, so now I was separating wavies. I could just carry on doing that, although I did find the piece I was looking for. So I'm doing a sort of an ish shape sort here. This area of mossy rock is a bit more, it's a bit more obvious because it's darker and it's sort of, I don't know if this makes sense, but it's sort of plumpier, less smooth than some of the other mossy rocks. There, I knew I had that bit. There we go. So I'm just going to have a quick rummage to see if I can find some of these darker bits of moss. There's a bit of frog on that piece, so I could tell where that one went. This I feel like goes down here, but I'm not finding where it fits in. So obviously I'm wrong about that. Ah, hmm, that looks like a little mouse running through the clearing. I think that's the edge of a butterfly wing. Maybe. Um, okay. So this definitely goes down here. Right. That one's a bit, it's got some brighter moss in it. I may have overlooked that, I'm not sure. Ah, no. Yes. I'm so glad these pieces are going down because, I took them out of that big pile of green and the pile really went down, but it's not down until the pieces are in, if that makes sense. So it's just really good that I'm getting these in. Okay, so what I think I might do, right, before I move on, I want to just see if I can fill in any of this animal. See, I thought that was rhino, it's not. It's this one over here. So I think I'm gonna have those pieces in my leftovers, perhaps, or on this sheet, this foam board here. I told you there'd be a lot of shifting things around. There might not necessarily be many on here. I've pulled a lot off here. On here, there may well be. There. Yep. It's filling in. Wait, that's a wavy. Right. No. Hmm. Oh, now then. I think that goes with the rhino. I'll pop it on there. Okay, I did get a bit filled in on that. On this one. I think some of these pizzas go up um with the eights. Some of these purple pieces. So let's just see if I can get any more. No. Aha. Oh, now then. Focus there. Oh, there's a bird there. Is it a bird? Or is it its... Oh, gosh, it's a bird. The bird right in front of this. The two things were blending into one. So, again, that piece should be obvious. Does that go down here? It does. Okay. So, now then, there is some up here that I know I have pieces for. Oh, oh well, there we go. That's actually quite a distinctive looking little plant there because it's like a funny bluish green. Let's see. Yep. Is that? No, that's not a wavy. Looks like there's a bug on it though. Might be in my birds and bugs, but I'm not sure. I think I know where that goes. Have a tripod? Ah, yes. Right. It's annoying me, that one. Oh, it goes there. I get so convinced something goes somewhere that I try it over and over again and it still doesn't fit. Doesn't matter how many times I try. No, I don't know about that. Right, I'm gonna have a go at these. This is a very spiky bush. It's a fairly distinctive texture, so let's dive into that. Nope. Wavy there. Not that wavy though. What about this one? Yes. Right. I must have that wavy. Yes, I do. There it is. That's the top of a waterfall, I think. Had a lot from this board. This board's almost done. It'd be good if I could get some complete boards at this stage. Because there's a lot of this puzzle filling out, but I've not got any complete boards yet. Very mossy one there. Not seeing it though. Right, okay. No, I can't see it. And I'm struggling to find these two. So, wait, no. So, what I'm going to do now is move boards again. Oh, hang on. I think I found one from there. Yes, there it is. And I'm going to move this over there, back where it was. Oh, why did I leave those on there? I might have got those in. Oh well, I'll put them up there. Oh, know where that goes. And I know where that goes too. I know where that one is. I just had it there. Right, so let's move that across. And now I'm on the top left board, which is probably the least filled out board. But I think I can get some of this bush in here. Again, I'll turn this around so the pieces are a bit closer to me. I keep switching sides. So that one, for example, I think that goes down here. I hope I've got the right bush here. I think that goes on the previous board. It's typical, isn't it? You find the ones from the previous board when you're looking for new ones. There. Right, and I've got a bunch here that go on here. So, not sure about that one. That's up near the top. There, top of the waterfall. There we go. Oh, why can't I fit you in? Where do you go? Where is it? Right, I've got these. Come on, where are you? There's one. There's two. There's three. Okay. So where's the other spiky bushes? Why don't I tell you what, the monkey and whatnot goes in over here. So there's the back of it there. Oh, can you see that? Just there. Can you just see the edge? And then this monkey fits on the edge there. And this butterfly that I just picked up, put down, it goes around about here. Round about there. So that's good. Um, I don't think I've got any more spiky pieces to fit in around here though, unless I've maybe got some here where this butterfly is. Oh, well, there's one that attaches that. So that's good. I've got some unexpected ones at the top. No, I don't think that goes there. That might. Might possibly be some more that go in there, but anyway, the butterfly's attached at least. So that's good. So now, gosh, it's hard to know where to go next. I don't know if there's any spiky bushes on the top middle, which is there. Yeah, you can just see a bit peeking through here. Uh, I'm not sure if that's the bottom of this hexant though. And if I should really be looking, well, that one I've got, that's in the leftovers. Hang on. Put that down there. Put those there. It's in the leftovers. The cheetah legs. The panther legs, I should say. There. So, there might be a bit I could fill in here, but I don't want to put the wrong pieces on the wrong board, if you see what I mean. You can definitely see the top of that spiky plant. I mean, the time might be coming to draw this to a close, and I think what I'm going to need to do is organize these pieces again because it's getting so that I've got a lot. Um, Give me just a second because what I think I might try and fill a couple of gaps on these apes, sorry, not chimps. So these here, you can see them there. I've got several gaps where they are, and several pieces that I think might fill them in or at least help to. There's another one. I'm not sure about that one. Does this one go here? I'm not sure about that one either. And I've got one or two here. That slot's in there. Do any of you belong to the chimp? Not certain. Apes. Why do I keep calling them chimps? Apes. They're apes, right? Ah! Can't attach them yet, though, which is very annoying. That attaches there. And then this one goes there. Okay, thank goodness they're attached, because that was really annoying having to keep shifting them around all the time. Oh, thank goodness for that. So, that I believe goes up here somewhere. Does it go there? Yeah, it goes there. Right. Okay, that's filled in a few gaps there. So I think what I need to do is I've got a lot of these pieces in, which is great. I know I can fill more in if I just keep going back over the boards. But I think I need to organize the pieces so I know which boards they go on, and I can just put them in a little bit more easily. Oh, I know where that piece is. That one. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Right, that's another bit that's attached. It was a lemur. That piece I couldn't figure out earlier. It was a lemur. Right, let me move the boards and show you where we're at. Sorry, I'm just going to have a quick look what the chat's been saying. I was in a bit of a zone there. Eurographic Smart Cut is headache inducing. I take issue with the name Smart Cut. Is this cut supposed to be for smart people? For the more standard name of Random Cut. Yeah, I never really understood why they call it Smart Cut. I don't like the cut that smart people avoid. Yes. The ridiculous thing is, I picked this as an easy puzzle to do alongside Six Portals, which I'm about to tackle. Big mistake. Are you doing a Eurographics, Jill? Six Portals might be faster, despite it being 7 times the size. Very possibly. I'm starting Eurographics Canoes on the Lake. It's a photo of Moraine Lake in the Canadian Rockies. One of my favourite places I've visited. That sounds lovely. I think you could be right. Clark, you warned me. Sun's out, borders, and pieces are hard. Is it enjoyable though? I guess that's the main thing. The 500-piece version of this wildlife image that I have is sun's out. Lol. All right. I think there's more I could gap fill from those pieces, for sure. I've done a bit of every board, or at least a bit of like 4 of the boards, and I think I've gap filled a lot along the bottom. I'm really pleased with that, but I think the pieces are starting to get a bit crazy. I've got birds and bugs on one board. I've got bottom half pieces on another board. I've got leftovers and random others. So I'm a little bit kind of disorganized with my pieces. So I feel like I'm gonna have to go away, organize them a bit, figure out where I'm at, and just try and keep it maybe even sort by board, so I know where they go and I can put them in a little bit more easily, and just try and keep it a bit more organized, and then I'll be able to hopefully actually complete at least one of the boards. That bottom left board was looking promising. Where is it? There. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I've only got 20 pieces to put in on that board. Look at it. It's looking beautiful. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that should be my plan moving forward. I can't believe how fast that's gone. These streams always go so fast. So, okay. I'll do that. I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. I know it's been quite bitty and bobby. You've seen a bit of sorting, but I'm really pleased I've got a lot of pieces in. Hopefully the when I put the puzzle sort of together, and take a progress picture of it. Hopefully you'll see how much it's filled out. I might do a little comparison to last week's. And but yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed it. That fell off. And I hope that you're looking forward to next week when I continue on with it. I don't know how many more weeks I'm going to be doing this. There's still a lot of green left, but it is really coming together now. So we shall see. We shall see. Impressive progress. Press like, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks all. See you next time. Bye, Bergdis. Looking great. Thank you, Karen. Happy puzzling. Enjoyed. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you did. Thanks for another stream. You're most welcome. I'm so glad you were here, Sam. All looking great. Such a beautiful puzzle. It really is. It really is lovely. I am worried about that edge, though. I might have to have a hunt and see if I can find it because it's going to bother me. It's the only edge I can't find unless I've got a piece in wrong somewhere. Who knows? Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I should be back next week with this live stream. I'm around on Monday. It's not till Wednesday when I go to London. So I'll be back as normal with this puzzle on Monday. I'm going to be back for my next live stream on Thursday this week on the Downtown Puzzle by Clementonia, which is coming along beautifully. Still sorting away on my 6K. I put a video out on Sunday yesterday. It was a puzzle haul, so if you haven't seen that video, go and give it a watch. Loads of lovely new puzzles that I got in December. Some Christmas presents and some I bought for myself as well. There's some lovely puzzles in that puzzle haul, so go and check that out. And keep watching my wildlife assembly puzzle. If you haven't seen it, I don't think you can hype it now. It's past 7 days old now. But if you haven't seen it, give it a watch. It's taken off in a big way. So we're over 45,000 views on that now, which I'm so happy about. It really deserves to be seen, that video, if I do say so myself. So thank you so much, everyone, for that and for all your support. But yes, I'll be back on Thursday with Downtown. So I will see you there. Thanks so much, everyone. Ta-ta, bye.